Okay, so what's up, y'all? This is your girl, Brown Sugar Candy, 2007, aka Sugary Girl Candy 2012, aka Miss Lady Loves Gaming. I wanted to bring you guys this article that I came across. I know I haven't did a lot of these as of lately. That's because there really hasn't been um, any good like gaming news to report on, or that I found to be um, interesting enough to report to you guys or whatever. But it's this one that it says $400 price point for next PlayStation and Xbox console. So I'm gonna read a little bit of it, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it and whatever. I'm also gonna leave a link in somewhere in the video, either in the description or somewhere. I don't know. It says October launch for PS4, next Xbox in November, suggests Beard Liquidity Research. Having spent CES with a number of companies involved in video game development and distribution, Beard Liquidity Research has suggested that new consoles hardware retail for $350 to $400 in the US. While not a huge difference from 360's top end launch price of $399 for the 20 gig unit in 2005, it's a significantly lower price than the two PlayStation 3 models that launched at $499 and $599 a year. I just want to say, me personally, when I got my fat PS3, it was $400. I paid $400 for my 40 gig fat PS3, and for my Slim, I paid $200. I bought my Slim online off eBay brand new for $200. So that time it was running for $250. I got the uh, one of the original Slims, not the newer ones that's out. I think it's a 120 gig model or something like that. I don't know. Um, but I haven't even halfway filled up my HDD. So with my 40 gig, that's almost filled up. Due to the fact that games are taking like 4 gigabytes, and like Devil May Cry, for instance, Devil May Cry 4, like that game took up like 20 gigabytes, I believe, and it took 20 minutes or 30 minutes just to install to the console. So that was a bitch, and I honestly didn't see why it needed that much space. But yes, there was PlayStation 3 models that cost $499, $599. If you haven't recently heard, the PlayStation has passed the Xbox 360 in the amount of sales. I think it's like overall like 77 million, and the 360s at 76 million or something like that. But honestly, I'm not a salesperson, so I don't really care. I just play my consoles, whatever. So sales have never been something to determine if I'm gonna get something or not. So anyway, in a note to investors, Burns Collins Sebastian brought together various rumors about the new consoles that have been floating around the game business over the past year, in the assumption that both Sony and Microsoft will reveal their new consoles just prior to E3 in June. Now, I don't like rumors because they're just that, rumors, but if I feel like the rumor is going around enough, then that's when I start feeling like, it's legit. And it's real, and it's going to become a real thing, if it's said enough. But let me see. Given the fragile state of the console market, we expect the E3 trade show in June will take on added significance, most likely providing the industry with the first public opportunity to examine next generation hardware, he wrote. Our checks suggest that next generation console hardware hardware will largely built from off the high-shelf, high-end PC components, along with hybrid physical and digital distribution models, enhanced voice controls, and motion sensing. Connect integration with every Xbox, and broad multimedia capabilities, he detailed. Now, having the Connect in the Xbox will be better than having to buy all those extra pieces just to, be able to play it and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's a good thing if it does happen. Moreover, a PC-based architect it's good to know that they're not completely abandoning that technology. So I guess I give them Microsoft they high points for that. Moreover, a PC-based architect Intel chips in the case of Xbox should have a number of advantages over custom-developed silicon. For one, the leaning curve for software developers will be shorter than completely new technology. Second, the cost of production and retail price points should be lower than prior console launches. Third, it will be easier to build online services around PC chip architect, including flexible business models, free-to-play subscriptions, and multimedia over-the-top content offerings. For Microsoft, this design will also allow for more integration with Windows 8 and Windows mobile devices. He added, "You know what? I don't hate Windows 8 because it's new or anything. I just hate it because of the fact that I feel like I just started learning more how to use Windows 7, then Windows 8 drops like that. Like, I don't know, man. That's crazy." Sebastian expects an October launch for the new Sony console and a November launch for the next Xbox, although he warned through his field checks there may be early production issues with Sony's PS4. Okay, why you gotta see early production issues? Why I gotta just be with the PS4? I mean, don't we expect that with all newer consoles that, you know, newer consoles come with problems? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm only time I ever remember receiving new console on release date was when I got the Nintendo 64 for Christmas when I was a kid. That's the only console I believe I got, you know, on release date. And because I just don't do consoles when they first come out because they always have like a heap of problems, and I don't want to be like playing a game and then it breaks or whatever. I want to at least make sure some of the kinks are, you know, kicked out and out of the console before I start playing it or any of that business, because I don't have time to keep running back and forth to repair shops and sending my console away for weeks on end just to get it fixed and blah blah blah. I'm not up for that. But I'm gonna leave the rest of the, I'm gonna leave the link somewhere and you guys can read the rest of the story. But it's not really a surprise if the consoles are gonna cost $400, because I mean, look how much the 360 and the PS3 cost back in 2005. I mean, the Xbox in 2005 and PS3 in 2006. Look how much they both costed. So, excuse me. If they come out costing that much, it won't be a surprise. So, if this is surprising news to you, then but it's not for me. So, it's whatever. I guess that's it for now. If I have any other gaming news, whatever, that I find that's intriguing or whatever, then I'll make a video on it or blah blah blah. There's just not really much to really put on right now because I don't know. Even these freaking big YouTube people like GameSpot and Cinema and stuff are finding a hard time reaching hard time finding gaming news. And even a guy on Machinima has said, we're having a hard time, finding good gaming news and stuff like that, because there really isn't any um, besides the rumors of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox 720 or whatever it's going to be called, floating around, but it hasn't really been anything good that will catch you. But so what do you guys think? Like, do you think this is a big deal that it's gonna be $400 when it first comes out, or is like you like, you know what, it's $400. I paid more for my console when it came out in 2005, 2006, so this $400 price tag doesn't really bother me and blah blah blah. So leave all the oh my goodness, I'm messing up so damn much. Leave all thoughts below in the comment section and let your girl know what you think. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at brownsugarcandy2000. I said 2000. Oh my goodness, what the hell is wrong with me? Follow me at brownsugarcandy, and that's without the E. And sub to my second channel, Brown Sugar Candy 2007, and my third one, Miss Lady Loves Gaming. That's for playthroughs strictly only, and my Brown Sugar Candy is Saints Row and WWE games and blah blah blah, whatever. Deuces. And yeah, that's it.